Come on, here it comes. Here it comes. Oh, you can hear it now. This was one of the best songs of all times.
You got a note.
It's really good.
You said it was your favorite song, and it is called Enter.
Enter Michael Ray. Enter Michael Ray today.
Oh, what? I love that song, man. Look, this thing's like.
Oh, I'm sure you're living the dream right there, right next to you like that.
Woo! Wow, man, that'll get faded down on social media. This is being streamlined to 6 pages, so that'll be. You don't own the license.
I don't want the license, baby.
I know, right? All right. Good afternoon, everyone. We have Michael Ray, Smile, Love, and Kindness. Welcome, Mike. How you doing?
What's up, man? Good afternoon, kids. How you guys doing?
Hey.
Good. It's been a crazy day, and I'll tell you what. This is Shark Week, and I am going to turn it over to Mr. Richard Rosner, the Shark.
Hey, Michael Ray today. I tell you what, Michael, all I got to say is your videos just brings out the best in everybody. You know, I mean, I'm so excited you're on this show because I'm thinking, is there anybody has more energy than me? I think you got me beat by 2 decimals. You know what I mean? But I'm glad you're on the show, my man. You know what? And we just want to hear your story. We want to see what's going on new with you, whatever we can do on our end. But we're just excited you're here. So, Michael, I'm just going to give it to you right off the bat, buddy. And let's have some fun.
Well, you know what?
Today.
I sincerely appreciate it. And, I often say I'm full of gratitude. These things are two-way streets. So I sincerely appreciate from the bottom of my heart you having me on your program. What you stand for. And that's kind of, what I want to do in life is just align with very special people, like yourself. That song, Enter Sandman, resonates for me because it's actually, as a University of Louisville alumni, that's the song they play in the stadium, with 60,000 people as the team comes out. So when I hear that, man, I always have flashbacks to, sitting there amongst all the fans. And of course, we all live and crave for that. But again, thank you so much for having me today. So I sincerely appreciate it.
Hey, you're quite welcome, buddy. So I do
live with energy. It's fun. I had some people over the other night and I was sitting there at 6 o'clock at night drinking a can of Red Bull, and they walked in and one of them goes, "What the hell are you drinking that for?" He goes, "You already live with enough energy. You get that away from him."
So yeah, Mike, you don't drink coffee, do you? Do you drink coffee?
I don't drink. Well, you know what? I love coffee, but I don't drink it like I used to. No.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I do some. My flavor is some B12 stuff in the morning, but God bless me with a lot of energy. So I got that going for me.
I know life is too short, man. It's all about enjoying life. But Michael, tell us about the project, man, and let's roll.
So COVID has hit us a little bit. That's okay. The work doesn't stop. Truly, it is overwhelming. When you shared those incredibly kind, loving words with me, how it touches people's hearts. I'm still, just in the simplest forms, at its foundation, I'm still blown away daily. Whether it's on LinkedIn or Facebook, by the people who watch what we do. And when we do it, I mean, truly, it's just trying to inspire and impact your life and the lives of others to create the change that I needed to create in my own life, several years ago when I had that God moment, when I truly believe God spoke to me. And I'd always had my daughter in my life, never knowing the power of one, and that one human being, if you want to put in the work, can truly create such amazing change.
Yes.
So damn it with COVID, we're going to continue to figure it out. And, when I heard you were from Pittsburgh, truly, a couple of weeks ago, my plan was to go on the road. As I had kind of, my momentum and movement had grown, the plan was to literally start driving around from city to city to kind of do what I'm doing here and just be amongst all the people. And when more restrictions started to come out
Yeah.
in the middle of July, it's like, all right, well, I guess we're going to go in a holding pattern again, and we're going to figure it out and try to continue to do some things, more virtually, because people feel like right now they crave and want more of just the simple things in life that are free. And that is, it doesn't cost to love. It doesn't cost to share, your smile with a stranger. It doesn't cost to show someone else an act of kindness. Yes, we give things away, but again, I try to impress upon people, all that crap's free, man.
It is.
It is free.
That's
it's
awesome.
what really God wants us to be doing and living every single day. So
You're so right. And hey, Michael, I'm going to throw this out at you. If you ever come up this way, you got a place to stay at my place for a day or two, whatever you want, man. So you're welcome.
And I'll bring the bourbon, baby, right?
Hey, I got a bar at my house, so I'll get you some bourbon and we'll sit on the deck here and hang out, man.
That's the beauty of it, man. It's just, as you said earlier, it's just really celebrating life, and it's how we choose to perceive things in life. And one of the greatest lessons that my daughter has taught me, outside of unconditional love, is the ability to almost wake up infinitely happy every day. We complicate things in our life with bringing in stress, fear, and anxiety, and all those kinds of things, but yet she just looks at it as simply as, when she wakes up, she feels great to be alive. She's in the presence of family and friends. She's not out there chasing happiness and things and all the other BS that we do because we complicate it.
And all that other stuff. Yeah.
It's simply amazing, to watch how she navigates through life. But again, you have to be willing to evolve and want to create change in your life too. So.
And you know what, Michael, since this COVID's came on, I think people get outside now and listen to the birds, and they listen to simple things now that they never did. Because, here in the States, everybody's rush. 401k, money. We're passing life by, right? We're passing the birds by, everything. I mean, I don't know about you, but when I get up in the morning, I look at the clouds and just say, God, you gave me another day on earth,
It is. And you know what? Sometimes it's finding all those small moments in life, whether I'm chilling at night out on the deck and just enjoying the breeze that's flowing by, or I'm in my car and the moonroof's open. I can't tell you how many times I've been in my moonroof with the music on, and I look up and go, thank God for the sun, and just enjoying what we already have in life, what we don't have. And again, that's where we usually complicate things, when you don't have truly what you feel like you want and desire, but that's not what God wants for us. So just the simplicity of looking up, enjoying the music, going, damn, this day is awesome. The sun feels so good. So it's all of those small moments, or sitting there having a bourbon at night with your friends, or watching a movie with family. It's no matter what we do, it's truly enjoying the ride. There's so much to see and do.
And
don't
funny
about the ride. And that's part of the love that I have now is, again, I guess a lot of it is, for me, when I started listening to Gary Vee years ago, and I always had the personality, but just being willing to embrace
Gary Vee,
getting out of your comfort zones, embracing, look, I'm weird, but being weird is okay, and being different and sharing that with other human beings, and doing that through the simplicity, of a smile, never thinking that it would be a collision course between my daughter and someone in a drive-through at Wendy's when I'm trying to get chili, late one morning. But it was just how infectious and awesome that short interaction was. And we don't realize, as we go through these movements through the course of our days, how many strangers, whether you're walking into the gym, going into the coffee house, going into the grocery store, at the gas station, no matter what it is, it's the simplicity of a smile.
Wow.
You're right. And you probably agree on this. You get up in the morning, you look in the mirror and you say, I love myself so I can love everybody else, right? That's what it's all about.
So what's funny is, hey, let me keep it about as real as it gets. About 10 minutes before this started, I was in the bathroom. I was being a little vain. I looked like, all right, that's my hair. And I literally started to almost scream in the mirror. And I'm trying to think what my girlfriend heard me as I walked in. She goes, are you all right? And I said, hell yes, I am, baby. I was just telling myself I'm awesome.
So you did a Johnny Bravo,
you know what?
right? Johnny Bravo.
And I tell people that I love me. I love how awesome I am. But that doesn't mean I'm better than you guys. You know, I have so much humility.
No,
it's not
at
ego.
all.
It's just I love me. And I'm very comfortable with who I am. You know,
Exactly.
And that level of confidence and love, self-love is so important.
That is awesome.
You're right on all of that stuff. I tell you what, Michael, one thing I love your songs you pick. When you had Summertime on and you were in that pool, I had to put it on Jazzy Jeff, and I'm singing the song with you, man. I'm like
a little black. I'll never forget that. 1992, I was a junior at the University of Louisville, and I was introduced to that song in Oklahoma City.
Wow.
And I was in one of those Nissan 300s. These is the first time I ever heard it. And of course, you don't forget those things, but love that song, Summertime, baby. And it's 28 years old now. That's scary.
Yeah.
We're dating ourselves, aren't we?
But thank you. Look, when I'm with Maddie, and a lot of times, what people don't see behind the scenes when we're just trying to create in a small moment, the love between a father and daughter, and being nonverbal and how she speaks to me. And really, look, I have moments too where I feel crappy, but thankfully having that constant expression of love and smiles in my life. So when we create those videos and I ask her, it's just a simple, she's nonverbal, but she can say, yeah. And I'm like, all right, you want to shoot a video? Yeah. All right. Well, you want to listen to some music? Yeah. And I'm like, all right. And then I pick out a song. I mean, you like this song? Yeah. And I'm like, all right, let's do it.
Oh, man.
How old is she now, Mike?
She's 21.
21? Wow.
She's 21 years old.
Wow.
It's she's changed my life, obviously. And I get asked this a lot too. I have 3 other kids. Right. I have 2 other daughters that are kind of bookends to Maddie. They're 19 and 23, and then I have my son, who just recently turned 14. So,
wow.
So a lot of special moments.
I can imagine.
Hey, Michael, real quick, tell me. Since you have this campaign and everything, is there any stories you like to maybe one story that just touched your heart more than somebody else, or just I know they all touched your heart, but is there a special moment where
let me give you 2 real quick.
Okay.
And what most people don't know is when I first started this, it was all about taking pictures. So I've done this a little bit over 2 years, and I was taking pictures with strangers and mostly sharing them on Facebook. I really didn't have a platform on LinkedIn, and I had about 15, 20 minutes of time where I wanted some Wi-Fi. I roll into Starbucks just so I could sit down and chill for a moment. And a dude walks in, and he walks in with this big flowing white beard and cowboy hat. And a lot of times I often said I really never knew who I was going to take a picture with. This is well over a year ago. I just always felt touched in the moment. So sometimes it'd be 1 or 2 in a day. Sometimes I'd go 3, 4, 5 days without taking a picture. Well, this dude walked in. He goes into the bathroom. I'm like, that's my man. So when he walked out, I walked up, I introduced myself, and I said, look, I'm Michael Ray. I'm with the Smile Project. I'm all about spreading love and taking pictures, trying to change attitudes and behaviors with people. So we had a little interaction. It was amazing. I always left a calling card, and an hour later, he sends me a message, and he said, God sent you. He said, I came into Starbucks only to use the bathroom. I just came from the cemetery to bury my father.
Oh.
And then all of a sudden I come out of the bathroom, and here you are smiling and laughing when I needed that probably more than any point, in my day of my life at that point. And there you were to have a moment with me. So it's always believing in, that God put me in the right place at the right time. But again, really quick, the other one was I walked out of a grocery store about a year and a half ago, and I didn't know whether or not to take a picture, and I was carrying a couple of bags, and there were these 2 black women walking. And of course, I got all these things racing through my head going, what should I do with them? So I couldn't get to my camera in trying to manage the bags and everything, my phone. So as I walked up, I just placed my arm around one of them. And I looked at her and I said, hey, when's the last time a white man put his arm around you?
Oh,
And she looked at me and she said, never. And it's about damn time. And then
wow.
she started laughing in that moment. And then her friends started laughing. And then she goes, and thank God he smells good. And that's all it was, was just very brief 30-second interaction, didn't even take a picture, and I'm not telling you to go up and hug every last person in the world, but, sometimes whether it's a fist bump, a high five, putting your arm around somebody, it's all the, speaking to someone, it's all these small things that can happen to you that can change someone's day. Because for me, driving through that Wendy's, I knew I was getting ready to lose my job. I was having a horrible morning, and she changed my life. And you never know in that moment when you can impact somebody else's life.
You know what? That's so touching, Michael. I mean, it is. It's stuff like what we do, and I just say there's a lot of other people around the world does the same thing. We just want to unite, especially in this time of era. Right now, we want to just get everybody together. We don't judge anybody. And I've seen that on your videos. We have that no judgment zone like Planet Fitness. We just love all. Yeah. I love all. You know what? Even if you're mean or bad to me, I can give you a hug and say it's okay.
Exactly right.
I can't picture how much you smile. Every time I would look at the pictures and the videos, I mean, if I smiled that much, my wife would think something's wrong. I mean, it hurts. If I smile too much, it hurts after a while, but you're nonstop with your dog, yourself, all of you.
Well, and again, that's really what we're trying to leave with people. If we share 90 seconds to 2 minutes with somebody, maybe in that moment, it's what you need. Like, again, Wendy's was for me, and maybe you can forget some things and you can have a laugh or a smile, and then you have a much more productive morning, day, so again, it's just the simple things in life that we can appreciate.
No, that's so well said. I'm just memorized listening to you. I've never got to meet you, so it's kind of neat for me. Like on LinkedIn, this is new to everybody, and I feel like, wow, I get to meet them, the same way. It's like you said, everybody, you learn and you meet different people that we've been this week.
And that's what it's all about.
Well, but you know what I try to impress upon people is, look, man, we're all just dudes. I'm no different than you guys. I mean, come on. I mean, we all have reasons in life to want to create the change we want to see. And again, it's just the power of one and willing to do it. So we're all special and amazing in our own way and awesome. Just go look in the damn mirror and tell yourself enough and you'll believe it.
That's it. I'm going to walk up to the mirror. I'm awesome. I'm awesome all day long.
Hey, the next week,
we're not building rockets here, people.
I'm going to go, Michael Ray.
Hey, dude, wait. Did you see, I hope you did, that shark that broke the water, that great white?
No, I did not see that.
There was just the other day, because it's Shark Week, there was a like a 15-foot great white that broke the water like 12, 15 foot in the air to grab something. It's like it almost swam up, grabbed it in its momentum, and somebody was there to actually capture.
Was that with the seal?
It's amazing. Oh, intense.
Wow. Got to love sharks. But
they're
I'm just excited about everything going on in your life, Michael. I tell you what, and like I said, you got another best friend on LinkedIn here in Pittsburgh. You're always welcome, my man. I keep my door open for everybody. Good friends like you.
That. Yeah.
Please, when we get out of this COVID, come up with your family or whatever. We'll have a good time, and we'll just enjoy the day and laugh, and we'll just spread the love to the neighborhood here, the Michael Ray style.
I appreciate that, and that's the beauty of LinkedIn. Is just that, the ability to create such meaningful relationships with some awesome people.
Yep.
Truly, truly is. Yeah.
You learn so much. Learn so much from everybody. These last couple months, I've met some incredible people that you just would have never have met in your life before. You're stuck around your area and you go to work. But now all around the world, all around the states, and the ideas and the stories, that's the most gratifying thing that I get out of it, and I hope it doesn't end.
It truly is.
I hope it doesn't end after, like once COVID, let's say, goes away. I don't want it to go back to the old way.
Well, and you're right. And, it's where we're all old enough to understand and realize the impact that 9/11 had on us, and kind of how we came together as a nation. You don't want all of a sudden, when this does end, whether it's Christmas or next summer, that we find ourselves 12 months later back in just the hustle and bustle of life. And we forget really some of the amazing things that it has taught us.
No, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome stuff.
Because it truly has.
I want to thank.
Yeah.
Sums up, Michael. Thanks again for coming on.
No, you're welcome. And let me leave you with this, because one reoccurring question that I've gotten is, when I went into Wendy's, what did she say to you? And what I try to leave with people is, I can't remember in a million years, her name was Chantrell, what she said to me that day. But the greatest quote that's always resonated with me is what Maya Angelou said, and that is, people will forget what you did, they will forget what you said, but they won't forget how you made them feel. And what I've never forgotten is how she made me feel. And that's what I tell people is we, spread the love, the smiles, and the kindness to others. It's about how we make them feel.
That is awesome.
Man, true to my heart, man.
So go out and make somebody feel great.
Yeah.
I really appreciate you guys extending me the time today. And it was a pleasure.
I feel like I finally got to meet you. I'm like, all right, I don't know. I've never done this before. I got to meet everybody that you see on social media, and you're like, if you watch them every day,
it is pretty cool.
You get to know everybody. I kind of know you in a way, but not like now. It's just, like you said, you're real. You always think of different people, and
hey, he's part of Staffing Shark.
Well, you know what? One of the thing real quick, and that's for people when I connect by phone, and I realize they have an iPhone and they want to call. I always FaceTime them, and they're like kind of blown away. I'm like, no, man, I want to see you. It's the beauty of technology. We can see each other. So,
that's great. So, no, thank you so much, Mike. And
you're very welcome.
What a great time. We still got a couple more guests yet coming on. And
Come on, man. We doing it?
We're going to do it.
Yeah.
Ready?
All right.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Shark!
You're all crazy. All right. Have a great day, everybody. Thank you so much, Michael Ray. Here we go with Richard. We always got to make sure.